Hello viewers, thank you for joining me here in ARK Survival on the island. This is my island base. On the big map there, my house is down there. You see there's a small coastal lake, almost where the arrow is. That's where my first settlement was, on the banks of that lake. Then my first base, my first house, my compound, well, my first tame dinosaurs. But now I'm currently in that bay there. You see there's a tongue of land poking down into the bay. And this house I'm standing is built above an arch in the middle of that spit of land atop the cliffs. So that's my character. I've got myself an otter, keep me warm or cool depending. And a fireplace when it's cold at nights, and I can curl up on the sofa. I quite like this feature. It's not the same as a bed, but you know, it's nice to end a session on a couch. You can see that I've used some mixed textures here. Many of the Astrios textures, the Greek style and Greek inspired. But also some of these steampunk, which gives me these lovely little round windows. It's sort of gilded bronze and brass and ironwork. Oh, there's my current flying machine. My flying reptile. I'm probably too heavy to fly at the moment. Yep, too heavy. That's the thing about these. They don't have much of a carrying capacity. Oh yeah, great views are up there. As you can see, there's a supply shuttle landed over there. Should probably go and get it. There's also one of these giant brontosaurus type dudes there. They're usually quite peaceful, though they can accidentally knock you flying if they hit you with their tails. They've been killed by one more than once. Been sent flying by its tail. This is my new house. There's still a lot more I can do to it to finish it off. Great views though, and my new fortified settlement down below. And the point of this video is I'm going to go on an expedition, open north. There's all my crafting stuff here, cooking fire, mortars and pestle, plants. I think I picked up a turd there, so I'm going to pop it on one of my plants pots. I actually thought of parking creatures in one of my planters so that when they excrete it fertilizes it automatically. I'm so sick of handling their excreta myself. I suppose I better see what that transport's got for me. Let's hope it's still there when I get there. Yeah, I don't think they're not dangerous, I don't think. Unless they step on you. Not sure what they are. Is that a titanosaur? A big brontosaur type thing anyway. I don't really have a weapon on me, but there's always a good axe worth grinding. These little These things are a pain in the ass. And they're all dead. I'd like to thank them for their contribution to my economy, giving me... Oh, now! Another one, yeah? Oh, it's one of these thieving little varmints. Ah, God damn it. I've got one as a team, as a pet. Take that. Really, it's all go here, isn't it? What have you got for me? Awesome building stuffs. I don't really need this, and now I'm encumbered. Over. Pain in the ass. Environment. And a slow treacle. I'll go back the way I came. If I go that way, I might get attacked by something else. And be even heavier. Oh God! Damn your eyes! What did you steal, you little shit? Really? What do you want? I tamed this one or something. What does it want? Oh, bloody hell. They work in packs, it seems. Yeah, I want that back. Thieving little varmint. And now I'm too heavy. Where's my otter? Come here, otter. I think one of the perks of your otter is it actually reduces your carry weight a little. Oh, my shoes have been broken. My ramshackle chitin boots. Oh dear, oh dear. It's not going very well, is it? Have some meat. I think I'll dump all this surplus food. Try and lighten my load so I can move. It's not like I haven't got a ton of food. And back to base. Barring any further interruptions. I might actually get to start this expedition. I've got a lot of this thatch stuff, so I might break it down for materials. Those thiefy birds overhead. Damn it. Enough already with these thieving creatures. Can I avoid it? I don't know if I can. Go on the coast a bit further. There's another one over there. Sorry about this, but this particular playthrough has been a pain in the arse. So far, yep, there's one of those little shits. Is he gonna swoop down on me? And steal stuff? And managed to avoid it. Oh well. Home again, jiggity jig. Hopefully you're not gonna be a pest as well. Luckily it doesn't seem to want to come through the arch, otherwise it'd be breaking down my walls. I had one of these colossal elephants do that last week. Smashed everything up. So crapping on my plants properly. Going on up to this bird in the sky, up to my temple. My temple-styled house. Dump of all this stuff. Yeah, so thatch foundations. Don't need that storage box. Want to keep these wooden things though. Because I was working on another boat, another raft conversion. This thatch can go there. Thatch door, window. Where is that light enough? So what do I need to repair? I need a chitin. Or chitin, however I want to pronounce it. To repair my boots. There's some I've got already. Marvelous. See if that's enough. Can we repair this? Yeah. Yes. Where's my blacksmith again? Over here. I have to put these in the blacksmith, I wonder. Repair. Marvelous. I've got a blacksmith aboard my ship, but not many materials, so I'll take materials and I'll take my boots back, thank you very much. There's pelt here, I'll take that. Do I take the metal or not? The metal's quite heavy. Am I going to need crystal? I don't know. No, that'll do it, I think. Might even get to start this expedition. Do I have a... Where's my flying dinosaur? Is it still up on the roof? My pteranodon. I might get it to follow me down to the... So I'm too heavy to fly. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe not too heavy to glide. So glide down to the ship. commence my expedition up north. So I was building another ship, a raft conversion. You can see it next door to my. So what I do is I think I'll put a storage on board. I'll quickly make a storage cabinet, put it aboard. Don't need rotten meat. I'm not making any. Right. No wood. No wood. Damn it, no wood. Don't really want to carry all this stuff up north. I'm using it down here. So what have we got? We've got my raptor, got my duck-bill dinosaur. Have I got any wood on that now? Am I going to be using this chap up north? Probably not. So I'll just put him aboard. Use him as storage. So I've got his inventory of all the building materials that I was going to use for building this raft. That's a thatch pillar now. What was that? I want to use all wood and metal because the raft, the ship, does get damaged when using it because you're colliding with landscape. But even when it's just sitting beached, it's chafing against stones on the beach. So all the underside of the structure gets damaged. Anything that receives a collision damage or just general wear and tear. Might as well put that door in there as well. And I think we're good to go. Yes. So as you can see, this raft's pretty much the same as the other one. Very little difference. Well, I'm going to tweak the rear end, I think. Because I built a raft on my Astros game. Is it all aboard? So we can set sail for pastures new. Just dump the remaining. I can put that stuff in the smithy, can't I? Rather than carrying it around on my person. Yes. Job's a good one. Paintbrush. What do I need a paintbrush for? Put my shoes on. Don't want to be going up north in bare feet. I've got my otter. I wish they'd change this image so you can see your otter. So you can actually see what you've got around your neck. No, there is in fact the otter. And off we go. So try and leave the harbour without pranging the ship or brushing any of my critters off. Because that happens if you hit a rock or run aground, the creatures will be knocked off. Nothing big in the water that's going to cause us trouble. You get these giant sharks. I'm not sure if they're megalodons or something. I don't know what the technical term for them is. The, you know, the soaring, the name. But here we are, sitting still on the good ship. The good ship's junk. It does look a bit like a junk, doesn't it? This is as fast as it can go. It's not a very sophisticated boat, the raft. But hey, you can improve it, as you can see. It is improved from the standard. What was that up there? But I can't be bothered getting that. That's supply shuttle. Awkwardly placed. You have to fly up to that. It's not like you can even climb up and jump down that particular supply drop. Watch out for rocks. And those nuisance birds. That's not one of the nuisance birds, that's a different sort of bird. Like Big Bird from the Muppets. And turtles. I don't seem to have much wood, so I might have to stop off en route. Go and harvest some wood. What was that? That sounded a bit like a porpoise. There are dolphins in this game. Or ichthyosaurs or something like that. I'm not sure what the hell they're called. Just for fish. Fish in the water. Yeah, I'll beach the raft here and go get some wood. Take my duck-billed dinosaur. Just because he's got the greatest carrying capacity. That's a new thing. That harvest thing. It's to do something to do with the new DLC. I tend to cut dead timber and driftwood and so on, rather than cut virgin timber. Because there is so many. You really don't need to cut down good trees when there's all this dead wood lying around. You get the same result, you get the same materials harvested. Not this one there. Can't see if the wood for the trees. As the saying goes. Get some thatch and so on. Oh, what have we done with my otter? I wish it would stop doing that. End up throwing your otter. Did I throw my otter, or is it still around my neck? Yeah, where the hell's my otter gone? Oh, for goodness sake. Come here, otter. Where are you? This day is turning into a bit of a disaster. Can't find my freaking otter. Oh, there it is. Come here. Might as well load up. Yeah. Let's transfer everything and take back the essentials. Also, these are herbivorous dinosaurs, so it's like I'm feeding her at the same time. So I'll take some of the food back. Get rid of that shit, get rid of that. Yeah, let's go harvest a bit more of the beach. And I'll try to throw my otter away again. It's a bit of an impoverished section of woodland. I need to find some more dead wood. Way along there. Here's one of these bits of ruins which have these what the hell do you call them? They're like treasure chests, which give you kind of notes.
Ah, I was ever so glad to see Miss Walker again. My assistants are clever in their own right, but dear Helena is still the only person that I feel comfortable diving into my deeper theories with. I fear that I may have kept her from getting a word in edgewise, though. Once I got going on the obelisks, Why, I just couldn't contain my enthusiasm. My word, I really have become quite enamored with the subject, haven't I? Well, that settles it. After this next set of trials, I shall go check on the Iron Brotherhood's progress. Perhaps I can convince Miss Walker to join me. We could make a real scientific expedition out of it.
It doesn't seem to be much deadwood. Damn, I'm gonna have to harvest some virgin forest. Don't like doing that. But needs must. Ah, these tiny little ones. Yeah, hand harvest. Hand harvest while not throwing my otter off. Did I say that this is only my third or fourth week playing this game? I still don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. Ah, yes. Well, this one was big birds. Where's fly looking things? A Pelagoras. Level 46. Yeah, one of those. Give my otter something to eat. Where is that thing? It's an oviraptor, or is it one of these spitty sorts? It's just one of those spitties. An otter normally takes a share of that. Ooh, trilobite. Come on. Got some pearls. That's what trilobites are good for. Pearls. Yes. What is that shark there? Oh, an ichthyosaur. Go for a look-see, can't we? Yep, so it's like a shark, isn't it? I don't know whether those things can be tamed or not. Well, even though I had no intention of cutting down living trees, I'm going to have to. Giving me no choice, not enough driftwood. It's a big tree, don't want to destroy that. I prefer palm trees, if I have to chop down trees, palm trees, because they're rapid growing and there's a lot of them. So I'm not destroying the environment in a haphazard way. I'm destroying it in an organized way. Pick up some more leaves and crap off the forest floor. It's getting its act together, it seems. This little palm tree here. Little baby. Won't get any bigger. There's a transport coming down over there. I'm not going to pick up that turd. And the moon. The moon, the moon, the moon. I'm so used to playing games with werewolves in them. In fact, I'm quite used to being a werewolf in games. It's a bit dark. Time for my torch, I think. I think I better repair the torch quickly before I do anything else. I haven't got any stone. I didn't pick up any stone on the beach. What an arse. Anyway, there might be some bits of stone lying around. Yeah. Repair my torch. I don't want the torch going out while Flint. Oh, bloody hell. There's no that up in this game, is there? There we go. My Arctic expedition continues. Imminently. I promise you. Yeah. If I had an Argentavis, one of the big birds, the eagle-like bird, I wouldn't need a smithy. Because that's one of the things they do. So if you got one of those, you don't need a smithy. You can repair all your metal tools. Otherwise, you have to carry a smithy. And I want to unburden myself of the oil scat. Put that in the smithy there. I don't know what pearls are used for. Silicon pearls. Possibly glass making, possibly some kind of tech stuff. Beyond my ken, my knowledge at the moment. So I do know how to make oil for my oil lamps, however. Yeah. I might do that now. Have I got any metal ore that I can be refining as well at the same time? No. Also that paste that must have stopped up at some beaver dams. Nothing else for the but I'll get that going. At least I'll have oil for my oil lamps. And I probably don't need to use my torch. No, I got that. That's the thing about having your creatures aboard. It becomes a bit crowded. Here we go. Off we go again. Our voyage continuing. There's another one of these journal things at the top of the cliff here above these ruins. You can see the sort of vague glow of it there. And it's some sort of tech journal. Remind me to feed my critters before I do much more. I hope you don't find this too boring. Probably not the most entertaining video ever. Trying to avoid the rocks. I want to prang my boat. And that's the thing about this raft building onto the raft. I think the raft can be damaged as well, but certainly structures you put on the raft can be damaged, especially if they're underwater. So all the underwater parts of the ship's hull that I've built can be damaged by colliding with rocks, or even just running off onto a beach. But not to get my dinosaurs on and off the raft. If I have to walk them on, it needs to be on a beach or shallow water. It's a long old voyage, isn't it? And then all those Pelagonus big birds. They really do look like that Muppet. I wonder if I'll be in time for that supply drop over there, where you can see the blue beam. I seem to remember there's one that's actually in the sea. I don't know if I want to venture into the... Oh, it's just gone. That saves me the trouble of trying to get it then. Oh, those thiefy birds. I really don't want that thing to attack. Because if it attacks, all my critters will go after it and go ashore, and I'll have to chase after them and retrieve them. One time I was using my duck-billed dinosaur as storage, and she was fully loaded, fully laden with all this stuff. And we got aggroed by one of these thieving birds. And of course she jumped overboard to go after the bird and sank straight to the bottom because she was over encumbered. So I had to dive in and nearly drowned trying to offload stuff from her so that she didn't drown. Then I had to take the raft to the shore and walk her aboard because again she was still too heavy. That's a learning curve. Quite a steep learning curve in this game. It's a very unforgiving game. Make lots of sleeping bags. And drop them all over the place. So if you die, you can always respawn not far from your corpse. Do this stuff. Ah, the Arctic is in sight. You see the snowy landscape in the distance. Appearing on the horizon. Yeah, oh god, hope you're not finding this as boring as I am. Awfully sorry about this. I thought it might make an interesting video, but... no. Expedition. I don't think I'll go ashore again. I want to avoid further trauma to my pretend ship. My raft pretending to be a ship. Mind you, doing this build has more than doubled the carrying capacity of the raft in terms of storage capacity and creature capacity. I've got twice as many animals aboard the raft as would otherwise be possible. Given what a small space the raft is. The size of the raft is really the square between me and the mast. Yeah. And that's it. Well, I've got a foredeck there where my duck-billed dinosaur is, and I've got a cabin and storage containers there, and a cooking fire up on the after deck, along with a little chair I can sit by the fire on a cold winter's evening. Not far now. No, I've been up here a couple of times already. With the raft in its original form. This is the first time I've ever taken the raft up in its ship form. So do I go between that rock and the shore? Or do I risk it? Risk it for a biscuit. Because that's a very dangerous beach. My raptor that you can see snowy, I acquired her here on that beach. She was one of a pack of raptors, but I had to slaughter heartlessly using tranquilizer arrows. I didn't even have the crossbow at the time. It was a bow and arrow. So, near the raft here. The raft of the Medusa. And of course Medusa is one of the bosses in the Astrios DLC. How's my petroleum distilling getting on? Some 5 oil. I'm going to put that in my lamp. And here we are. Well, there's my oil lamp there, my sleeping bag. Nice little cabin this. I've used the steampunk skiddons to cover the walls here. Access inventory. Ooh. It's got a lot of fuel in there already. Oh, there we go, there's some more. Might as well put it on. Yeah, that looks nice. It's raining. Raining helps. It's not raining here. There's my raptor Snowy. So I kind of brought her home. I've established a foothold here. It's a bit dangerous to go for that, I think. Last time I was here, there was a pack of raptors on the shore. I don't think I'll go ashore in the dark. Let me just continue building here. I've already got all these storage containers full of goodies, full of stuff ready to use. I'm feeling a ballista, and these are the ballista bolts. Yeah, marvelous. Ready to rock and roll. It's too dark to see what's on the beach there. So I won't be going ashore in the dark. That's for damn sure. I'll make a bed. I'm not sure I made a bed. Or not. I might have one in storage. I've got a sleeping bag there. No bed. Maybe that's something I should do. What do you need for a bed? Hide. Hide, yes. So much stuff. I'm spoiled. Make one bed. Just the one though. I'm sure Bob's Tall Tales there are bunk beds. I might change out the one I have in my cabin for a bunk bed. This is some of the Tall Tales stuff. Sofa, that's your sofa. Next way. I'll probably make that a do for this video. You probably quit already from boredom. But if you haven't, if you've stayed this long, thank you for staying this long. And like the video if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, then subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. If you subscribe, it'll massage the YouTube algorithm in such a way that it benefits you and me. It'll guide you towards more and similar content and more of my content. So thank you anyway, regardless of whether you like or dislike. Thank you for watching it at all. Even more if you've stayed this long. And ta-ta for now. Cheerio.